What's up, you guys, and welcome to another Ruck production. Lately I've been messing with a little bit of woodwork, and I decided I wanted to share a little bit with you guys. So today we're going to be making a little statuette or figurine, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care, it's the same thing. Anyways, basically what we're starting out with is a block of wood, and we're going to be turning it into a little thingamabobber with a cut. And so this will be like the face of a plaque almost, and then there will be a wire figurine coming up from the base of it. And it's going to be made for a friend who recently has celebrated a milestone in their life, and so we're going to make it personalized. If you want to follow along, I'll show you the materials that I'm using. So the materials that I'm using are going to be our base block of wood, which has actually already been split in half, and I've already written a little something on there. Need sandpaper to make it look good. A little bit of stain, oil, finish, anything like that to make the wood look good. Some super glue. A wood burner. Use a drill bit so that we can drill out a hole for the wire figurine that's going to be going inside. Of course, the wire itself. We're going to use a pencil so that we can know what we're writing onto it. Little foam applicator thingamajigger, whatever you call those things, I don't know. Pair of pliers. And what I cut the piece of wood with was actually just my silky saw, which you can see a review on that over here or over there. I don't know. It's somewhere up there. I don't know. Anyways, jumping into this. So what we got is our base piece of wood. As you can see, I already wrote our little message on there. And the first thing that I'm going to do, even before I sand this down, just because of the way that I want to do this one, typically you would want to sand it down first and then burn your note into there. But just because of the way I'm doing this, it's more convenient for me to burn it first. So I recently at Home Depot got this Weller wood burning tool, and I'm using a short rounded point on there. I'm not sure what the official name is, but short rounded point does well enough. You know what it is. So basically I'm just going to trace this penciled in writing that's on the wood, and I'm going to make sure that I do it nice and lightly the first time around to make sure that I get the shape of the letters correctly. Once I've gotten the shape of each letter correct, I can go ahead and burn a little bit deeper, leaving the burner on there for a little bit longer so that it looks better. So I'm going to go ahead and speed the video up for you guys here. You can follow along as well, and I'll get back to you when I am about done with this burn. Alright, so now that we've got our little message burned into the wood, actually you can see in the time lapse there that there were a couple little times that I accidentally burned into the wood outside of the lettering, so I just kind of hit it with some sandpaper and redid the lettering. But That's alright, that's what makes it personalized. Anyways, so now I'm going to basically take some sandpaper and just kind of give it a little bit better of a finish so that it looks smoother. Now, because I already burned the message into the surface, I don't want to go super deep because I don't want to erase the message. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pop a hole in the top here. I'm going to go probably about 1/4 inch deep for the figurine. And actually, come to think of it, I'm going to put 3 holes at the top here. Got a little triangle up there. And that's where our wire is going to stick down into once the figurine's done. So while we work on the figurine, we can actually go ahead and hit this with some oil. And while it's drying, we will make our figurine. Got a little piece of cloth under it so that it doesn't mess up my table. Definitely brings out the color in the wood when you hit it with some oil. Looks a lot better. While this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and set it into the other room just so that the fumes don't sit here and irritate me. Alright, so for our figurine, I'm going to be making a little bottle shape, or at least I'm going to attempt to. So how I am going to start this, alright, so I am actually going to take a drill bit, wrap it in paper, so that I can get that cylindrical shape on the wire. I'm gonna hold this in place. Now to hold this in place, I'm actually going to put a little bit of tape on there. If you've got something like a cardboard tube or something like that laying around, that'd probably be better. But this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and create a base. Just like that. I'm actually going to wrap this bottom wire, or the end of the wire, around just to secure it. So I'm wrapping that little end of the wire around the loop so that I can secure it so that the bottom is a nice, thick, sturdy piece for the rest of it to be built off of. Alright, now that we got that, let's get back onto our little rolling machine here. And I'm just going to keep winding up. And then I'm going to go into a smaller loop for the neck of the bottle. Before I do that though, I'm going to go ahead and cut this wire off. Now let's go for our loop. Now let's go for our bottleneck. I think it's going to be a little bit challenging. Maybe if we go ahead and bend this inwards so that the neck is actually in the center. Actually, that turned out pretty okay. So I'm just going to kind of jiggle it around a little bit until it looks better. Alright, and then the final step that I'm going to do is to, just like the bottom, I'm going to wrap the end piece here around the loop at the top of the bottle. Alright, so a slight change of plans here, as my little arts and crafts projects normally have. What I actually would like to do is go ahead and take some silver wire here. I'm going to fill up the inside, and then the silver wire is going to be going from the inside down into the base, and that's what's going to hold it in place. But basically for the inside here, it's just going to be kind of a chaotic mumbo jumbo. So like that, I'm going to insert. What I'm going to do is insert that there, bend it kind of this way, and then see if I can curve it back around, kind of like that. Alright, looks pretty good to me. I'm going to go ahead and drop a little bit of super glue in there. Oh, there's no going back at this point. That's it. Alright, so that's going to be the end of our video. Here is our little end result. Kind of cute. Maybe not as good as it could have been, but also maybe not so bad. It's cute. Anyways, if you want to go ahead and try it for yourself, go ahead and copy whatever I did. Let me know down in the comments below what you liked about it, what could have been improved, or what you would like to see. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Fudge. Oh, this is going great. Just great. Bye. No, that's not good. Bye. I don't like any of those. Those all suck.